Ultron Explorer was okay.
Yeah.
So on 1st of June, Ultron Layer 1 was released after 1 year of development. Ultron Scan, so Ultron Explorer was released. I will show you now on the screen share. And as well, all the smart contract of staking hubs were released on 1st of June. And 2nd of June, the first rewards was rewarded to all the holders of the staking hubs. So let me share the screen. So this is the ultronulxscan.com. So here you can see that we already have on Ultron Scan right now 13,200 transactions. So if we click on the transactions, you can see that every few minutes, transactions and all rewards are distributed every single time among all the users of the staking hub. So you can click on a certain wallet, and then you can see if this wallet has some ULX rewards. There, not everybody has. There is some. So here you can see the distribution of the ULX rewards. Now on this, I cannot find now. Where is somebody?
What that means, a zero, basically.
Zero means that, for example, people, they don't have purchased the staking hub, so they didn't receive nothing. But if you click inside, you will see that most of the people, they have 200, 600, few thousand ULX coins already. But on Ultron, on ULX Scan is hard to track. So inside of Mavie back office, you will see, we hope that till the event this weekend, in next few days, so in next 5 to 7 days, inside of Mavie back office, you can see all the staking hubs, portfolio of staking hubs. You can find inside all the daily rewards. So everything will be implemented inside of the Mavie back office. Maybe I can find something here. So earnings, staking hubs. Yes. So here, this will be the look which will be available. So you see the screen, guys?
Yeah.
So in next, this is already done. It's in implementation. So now the developers on the Ultron side, developers on Mavie side are doing on API integration. And this will be integrated in the back office of Mavie this week. So you can see your base stake. So you will have my portfolio of all staking hubs. You will click, you can see every staking hub you purchase. You will see which staking hub, the price, date of purchase, the initial, the base stake, the total stake. And here will be the complete overview of all of your staking hubs. Your base stake of all your staking hubs, how much you purchase, how much you spend for the staking hubs, the total stake, the APR, the APY, the available in your wallet for withdraw, all the staking, all the farming you can claim, and then all the rewards will be available in your wallet. You can withdraw the time of the distribution of the next staking hubs, and all these things are here simply present for a simple user to understand. But for the developers, what developers are looking is this, that nobody understands. Yeah. So this is the backend, so you understand. This is the backend. So you can track on ULX Scan all the backend activities. Everything is DeFi. But for us as a simple people, will be then this dashboard, which will present in a simple way what we have, the daily rewards and so on. So this is API integrated with the blockchain. So this will be, let's say, in this week, and then in next, within this month, we will have an additional back office as from Ultron, which will be Ultron Explorer, especially for the crypto community. And then this Ultron Explorer will look like very similar for the crypto community. Let's say Ultron Review. And this will be, okay, this is not finished yet, but it will be all in black. Complete, under complete. Yeah, this is the portfolio. So this will be the by Ultron, completely defined Ultron Explorer in the black colors. You can see the same view as inside of Mavie. Mavie will be now this week, and this Ultron Explorer for the crypto community. You can also send affiliate link from the Ultron Explorer to your crypto community. So to the people who won't build the community and they don't like the network, but they're strictly only the crypto guys, to these crypto guys, you will send the link from the Ultron Explorer, and they can track as well all the portfolio here directly on the Ultron page. Okay, so this will be as well within this month. And the big special announcement I will show you now, but all these things very important. Tuesday 8 p.m. will be company call. Everybody has to be there. 1,000 people is maximum capacity on this weekly call, which will be Tuesday 8 p.m. Central European time. But we will show for the first time. We'll show for the first time the Ultron swap. So here people will see what will be announced now in the middle of June. So the Ultron swap, you can actually very easily connect with MetaMask or any other wallets. Then you will see ULX to wrapped ULX, swapping, liquidity, farm, staking, bridging, documentations, and many more things will come. There is no, I believe, there is no MLM company on this planet that will ever time cooperate with any layer one. The difference between us in cooperation with Ultron is that layer one means that on layer one can be deployed thousands of different applications. Yeah. All other MLM companies have only token one idea, and they are limited to this idea. We are not limited, and we can work as Mavie with Ultron for next 30 years. So whatever application, NFT, Metaverse, this, that, we can make new announcements, new promotions, new activities with every new application which will be added to our layer one. So with Ultron, we have really huge corporations, partners. The guys are working incredibly hard. In next this week will be as well on CoinMarket, on CoinList, on CoinGecko, on Cointelegram. Already several very known partners as Chainlink, Band Protocol, Waves, The Graph, Ren. So many things. This is not done yet. So this is beta. I mean, everything is developed, but this webpage is updated every single day. But really, what are you seeing, guys? This will put us into the stratosphere, and we can become in next several months, year or two, the first one of the top cryptocurrencies and layer ones, and one of the top MLM companies. So if you guys know, maybe Defilama is a portal, yeah, which is tracking the TVL, total value locked, yeah, from the layer ones. So we will be till end of the year, believe me, because Ultron Foundation will have 20 own native applications. Nobody has own applications. Ultron is the first on planet with own applications. On swap will be 200 million till end of the year. Lending, borrowing, 200. On staking, on farming, on this, that. Ultron will have pretty soon 500 million total value locked. When we have, guys, 500 million total value locked, we will be on the number 30. We will be better than QuickSwap, then look companies like Trader Joe, 47th place, then Radium, then Kava, then Loopring. I mean, these are pretty known projects. Mass Web, Spooky Swap, 78th place, Torchain. So we can be pretty soon, even on 1 billion, even on 1.5. In 1 year, we have potential to be between 1 to 2 billion in total value locked, because we will deliver liquidity from Mavie, and Ultron Foundation will get the liquidity for all the other layer ones, because the crypto community will bring their billions. So I believe that in 1 year is potential to be on 2 billion. We will be among the top layer one companies like SushiSwap, like PancakeSwap, Compound. We can be very soon top 10 based on TVL. So we have really huge potential. And the best advice now, right now, guys, until the DEX, so Ultron Swap is released, this will be next 10 days. There is another 10 days of possibilities that you guys have a price at 1 cent. So I believe this is the last time when the price is 1 cent. And as soon the price will go just on 2 cents, it's nothing. But when the price go on 2 cents, you will receive for the same price inside of Staking Hub 50% less coins. So what opportunity we have right now is the best. And I will spend every single penny from my side to have as much coins in my staking as it possible. Because after 1 year from now, we will be crying why we didn't put more at the price when it was 1 cent pre-sale and so on. Because when people and community will realize in crypto that it's the first layer one with native applications, that you don't need 20 different coins, but only one for all the usability on the decentralized applications on Ultron, and the same coin ULX for the transaction for the gas fees, then millions and billions of money will be transferred to Ultron. And Ultron did this very easily because Ultron integrate cross-chain bridges to Harmony, to Ethereum, to Solana, to all the biggest layer ones. The Ultron is making bridging, so it's one-click solution of transferring funds. So all the billions from Ethereum, from Solana, from Harmony, with one click can be bridged to Ultron. So it's easy to attract other crypto community money.
Well, thank you very much. Please, is anyone have questions, because these are very vital information shared with us. For me, I must tell you, I've not paid attention for a very long time when Bitworth have shared with me about Mavie+Ultron stuff. And but what motivated me was like, I have to sit down to look at if a project's going to do staking and all of that, and the coin is more of decentralized and have different ecosystem and applications around it, and that is beyond just MLM. And so creating an MLM interface to be able to raise a big community for much awareness about the project, that make a lot of sense to me, and that's why I look at it. Although
Ultron Foundation is not MLM. Ultron Foundation is like Solana, Matic, Polygon, all the biggest foundations, layer one in crypto. Mavie is affiliate, Mavie is MLM, and we as Mavie get the chance to partner up with Ultron Foundation and promote their product.
I grab it.
This is huge success for us in MLM.
It's amazing. And so please, any other person with questions, please, because I've told us you have questions, please itemize them to be able to ask. It's a privilege, so that because we're just kicking off, a good number of people must have signed up and maybe funded their account, or testing the funding, as it were. And I think there's another thing I would also say. After now, I think there's going to be a way of speeding up for auto confirmations of transactions, because I observed that you were doing the manual confirmation for deposit to Mavie for one to buy a package. So I think there's going to be a way of speeding up eventually when the whole backend is synchronized. I think. Okay.
Also, the plan is that also this week, all the confirmations of the payments will be automatically.
Okay. 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 So that makes a whole lot of sense. Please, anyone with questions, feel free to ask a question before, it's a privilege that we have this time with him. And I know you guys have been so busy with activities, and that was why I said it's going to be cumbersome for you. Last week we couldn't meet, and I really appreciate your time to have been here tonight, and so that's a good privilege. So please, anyone in the house, please, you have question, unmute yourself and ask question, please. Leaders in the house, and you have questions, please unmute yourself. Feel free to ask your question. Practicals. Yeah, please. If we're remaining silent, so we want to assume, and after now, if you ask me questions so that we're privileged to ask direct from source now, it may be difficult for me to answer you those questions. So please, you are here, ask your questions raw as much as possible so that you get clarified.
Good evening, Hall.
Welcome, sir.
Good evening. I just want to ask, this one beats me to read. How do you one sign up, starting up with Ultron? How do we sign up? How do we start up with Ultron?
Okay, I think it's not the founder that will answer you that, and I will like you get back to your respective leaders about that, because I'm sure in all our forum I sent link about Mavie. It's long time. Last week again I reminded everyone, and I told everybody, ask your leader for your link and get signed up. I'm sure a good number of people who are here already on the platform. And I think I need to quickly chip in this. We're just like lucky because people have been on the pre-launch since April, if I'm not mistaken, or May, and then they've signed up to positions and then have their account activated in different packages they wanted. And then so they were privileged to be on number one, to be on the 0.01 startup price of the token, and two were privileged to have, I think, 5% additional for distribution. And then the privilege we now have now, that what the founder talked about, 10 days open window. And the 10-day open window is that if after 10 days open window, or the moment the DEX is deployed, that means the market again now, you can't get in the initial price. It's going to be determined by the market price, because the DEX swap is already available. And so perhaps even if you may expect that it's going to be 2 cents, you may be entering at the time when it's about 5 cents. So that means you are getting divided by 5 times of what you are getting right now. I think that should be the understanding. So some of us who started now, we may not understand what we are doing, not until maybe when the decks are available, and then people are now coming in. It's very possible that $500 or $1,500 package you do right now, somebody who's going to come in the next maybe 2 weeks now, after when the decks are available, if you want to get the same volume you got locked in, he may spend up to 5 times or 6 times of your money. So perhaps $1,500, so you may need to spend, over $7,500 or almost $10,000 to get the same volume you got now, because it's not going to be the initial price any longer. So please, at that point, so you have to get back to, it's not the funder that's going to tell us about that. So if you're on our forum, and I think the links are there, if you're not on our forum, then your respective leaders just ask them for their link, and then they give to you and direct you on how to go about that. Does it make sense?
It makes sense. Thank you very much.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Is Abuchi Martins on the line? Please, my question is, sorry, I joined the meeting like 10 minutes later than the slated time. But my question is this: if you buy any package and you stake it, so are we supposed to are you supposed to get some coin and also be earning some accruals from your staking? And so that's the aspect of staking is really, and the coin is what is really the reward in the staking is really what I didn't understand. And so
okay, sorry, let me save the funder from here, because these are not the type of questions I was actually expecting. I want some technical questions. Your questions are Mr. Martins. It's a question that I've already answered in one of the presentations I did, even when we have not started properly. And I think the challenge is that some of us were not really paying attention, even when I did a voice note about it, because I talked about the staking and the staking reward and even the channel of distributions. Number one, it was well spelled out on the white paper, right? And then the full presentation in the PDF I sent on the forum, on the cash flow system, all were listed there about how many percent for the first 1 year, second year, third year, fourth year to 50 years, and the distribution of your lock coin in each of those years, and which is literally a kind of deflammatory strategy, you know, for the coins as it were. So I think that's what I'll give you an answer on that, is that you have just go back, set it down with the white paper, and then Mavie full presentation we've sent on the PDF. And then again, I did a YouTube video about Ultron and all of that in summary, that you can get detail about that, you know, on that. I hope it makes sense. Okay, yeah, any other question, please? Please questions so that we don't keep him waiting, because I know his time is tight.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, hello. Let me add one more question. How soon is DEX coming up? How soon is DEX coming up?
DEX will come out in next 10 days, in the middle of month.
All right. Okay.
And as I showed you before, the DEX will look like the DEX will look like this. It's not yet designed. The backend, the development side, everything is tested already from the May. Now are the last corrections. So here will be actually the DEX of ULX to wrapped ULX. Swapping will be here between different tokens and coins. You can swap. You can provide the liquidity. You can supply, build the pools. You can create the liquidity pairs. You can farm. You can stake. You need to connect before with the MetaMask or any other wallets. Then it will be bridging with our layer one. You can transfer funds to other layer ones as Harmony, or they can transfer from Harmony, from Solana, from Ethereum to the Ultron, and many other things will come. Here will come then the NFT, here will come then the Metaverse. So many, all the possibilities which are in the crypto in 2022 will be deployed and built on Ultron Foundation.
Great. Maybe I have a question from everybody. Most people. Hello.
Yes, let me just chip in this last question. You said the DEX is coming up in the next 10 days. So does it mean is when the DEX is up before the price begin to change, or the price change when?
Until the DEX, you have now the last 10 days, I believe, of a 1 cent price, because until the DEX is out, the price will stay at the 1 cent. When the DEX is out, then it's based on supply and demand, and it's based on the market. So right now we have the last 10 days of a fixed price of a 1 cent. So right now we tell to all the friends, to all the family, if you want, start now in these 10 days, because then will be based on the market price.
Okay, I have a question. Most of the people don't know how to farm, how to stake, and so on. What kind of education the network will get from the company side?
We have now spoken with two DeFi trainers. So one will be the official DeFi trainer by Ultron Foundation, and the second one will be the DeFi trainer from the Mavie. So we will have two different persons that they will speak about the DeFi trainings, how to stake, how to farm, how to provide liquidity, how to connect MetaMask, how to open a wallet. So all these video tutorials will be then added on Ultron, and as well added inside of our back office on Mavie as an academy. So everything will be prepared in this month. We have a lot of work, but everything will be done in this month. And as well, the basic of a blockchain, of DeFi, of our applications will be present in the event this Saturday in Zagreb, in Croatia.
Thank you.
All right. I have a question, very simple question. This is innocent. So I want to ask, for the Metaverse, is there any collaboration with any company with Ultron to build the Metaverse side of the blockchain? Maybe there's a collaboration. Ultron has collaborated with any company to develop the Metaverse or the NFTs.
Yes. So the Metaverse and NFT will be done by one of the biggest development company on the planet from Germany, Devla GmbH. The CEO of Devla will come as well to event in Zagreb to talk about our cooperation on NFT and on Metaverse. So they are the only company on planet using Unreal Engine 5. This is the high quality. This is the high quality graphic of the Metaverse. If you guys saw the quality of graphic in Sandbox and Decentraland, is like video games 20 years ago. But I will show you now how the graphic will look here with us and what kind of quality guys are doing. So this is the example of quality Ultron Foundation and our Metaverse. It's the highest graphic possible right now. If you check now Decentraland or Sandbox, you will smile because the graphic in Sandbox or Decentraland is like 20 years ago, games old, 20 years old. And the graphic here is really unbelievable. So this German company, they're developing for us the Metaverse and NFT. And we partner up with them. All the future clients from Devla will be developed on Ultron's Layer 1. So if Devla will develop in next year 50 projects, all these 50 projects will be deployed on Ultron Layer 1. If these 50 projects will have tens of millions of transactions, tens of millions of customers, this will be everything on Ultron's Layer 1. That's why it's important that in the next 1 to 2 years, you become a validator, because validators will earn transactions of all the applications built on Ultron's Layer 1.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you.
Be very huge. And this is about the NFT. This is the most known lady from Los Angeles, tattoo artist. His pictures are in Italy, in Rome, beside Picasso in Cathedral. And Lil Jane, Chris Brown, Lil Pump, or I don't even know all the celebrities, but all the most known celebrities in US she's doing. And we will have the first NFT with the real thing behind, not just a picture of monkeys and these teddy bears, but you can actually buy a real tattoo from Chris Brown as your NFT. And you will be the only owner of a Chris Brown tattoo or Wiz Khalifa or Lil Jane and so on. So this will be one of really huge NFT project as well by Ultron. And in next 1 month, we will announce a pre-sale of NFT inside of Mavie community. And in next 3 months, we will announce a pre-sale of a land sale inside of a Metaverse. So you can purchase land inside of a pre-sale. You can purchase stadiums, training facilities, because our Metaverse will be like a football manager, like a FIFA game, something similar. And you can pre-purchase the land, you can pre-purchase stadiums, training facility, buildings, and you can then later on earn from all the community playing there, training their players there, all the visitors on stadium, and so on. So it will be like a monopoly in a virtual reality built on Ultron.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah, as it is, so it is still on a development stage. What's the plan after what's the plan of listing on centralized exchange in the future?
Yeah, first few months, the goal is to be listed on decentralized exchanges. So in next 6 months, to be listed on decentralized like PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, Uniswap, and end of the year and in the next year also to the centralized exchanges like KuCoin, Huobi, Binance next year as well, and so on. So all decentralized and all centralized exchanges. So the goal is to be everywhere in the next 2 years.
That's great. Excellent.
Please, guys, satisfy your mind. So even if that's what we're going to do today, and just know where the market is going for the week, and then we should be good. So please ask more than enough questions, and so that we go back to the this week and be able to do the needful. Remember, it's about decision, and sometimes you do not need to be coerced to do anything. You just need to ask basic things and satisfy your conscience and make decision based on those conscience. And so I always say, you do not need to be a victim of my ideology, and don't be a victim of my philosophy. Myself, you're yourself, and you can buy into, oh, I think it's lovely, let me give it a try. And then for that. So that's why I want us to ask as much as possible enough satisfactory questions that you want to ask, so that you can satisfy your conscience. It's a privilege we're having him in my midst, and so to give us more update. Okay, yeah, more questions. So if you don't have, I think I can just give him for 1 or 2 persons, and then he can wrap up what he want to say and what he expects us to see, and why getting involved much in the system, and then maybe he can pack our community to a metaverse. Yeah. Yeah, so anyone, so if you don't have anyone in that category to ask more questions, then I think at this point in time,
sir.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Depending on where you are, hooking up from, but we've seen a whole lot of companies come out with juiciest futures of what they want to do, and most of the times they will end up not getting there. Sometimes it's their fault, sometimes it's not their fault. It's challenges that come with projects. So please, I just want to know, how would you tackle such things, and what is your USP or unique selling point that makes your project different from most of the projects around, that is going to make the globe embrace what you are proffering to us as a solution? So that's my question.
So the first answer is that Ultron Foundation is not network marketing company, and this is the most important fact. Ultron Foundation is not network marketing company, and Ultron Foundation will work and will survive and will make billions without us, Mavie, and the network side. We, with Mavie and with the network and affiliate, we are just additional providing of the cells to Ultron Foundation. So Ultron Foundation, as you can see, and if you go on the web page, 99% of network marketing companies working with blockchain or crypto, they never provide, first of all, they never show any team behind. So here you can see all the team. This week, ambassadors will be added, partner company will be added. Here you can see the test net. So on this test net, you can test all the things. In 99% of the MLM companies, you never had access to this kind of things. Then beside that, you have as well the GitHub. So this is the developers place where you can check all the development things. I'm not a developer, so I don't even know how to check these things. So this is as well, the GitHub is available, the testnet is available, the audit is done. audit is third-party company, Solidity Finance, who did the audit of the layer 1. 7 different audits was done of the Ultron Foundation, of the swap, of this, of that. So you can check everything. Solidity Finance made the first audit, and the second audit will be done by Certic. So audit means that third company come and take a look about your development, if there is everything as it should be. So this is important. And beside that, you can check the white paper, the light paper, which is done by Brightnote. Again, third-party company did the tokenomics and white paper for Ultron Foundation, so the professionals. So these are the things and these are the reasons why Ultron Foundation will be present as a blockchain foundation, as a crypto foundation on the market for several years. On Mavie site is our chance how fast, how big we can build on our side, and how much finance or money we can deliver as liquidity to Ultron Foundation. So these are the facts and the reasons why Ultron will be present as a blockchain company and development company for next several years, because they are the first layer 1 with native applications, and there is no layer 1 yet as Ultron Foundation. So this is one more reason why Ultron will be here for next several years.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, last more person. Any last persons that? Yeah, so just one more last person so that we can call it. Okay. Yeah. So Mr. Clement.
Yes.
Are you thinking of something eventually on Mavie if this synergy you guys have created with Ultron? Are you thinking of at any point in time having a kind of low traffic on Mavie and having, since Ultron is an open source system, and then are you thinking at any time you having a kind of attrition setting into your ecosystem in Mavie, because since Ultron is an open source, or do you see, or what is the plan for Mavie to create consistent relevancy that will retain customers and new customers and, you know, community expansion? What do you think? Or are there you know, stuff that you make, you know, in sequence? Should there be attrition setting in and all of that, since Ultron is an open source? And then if you get to that point, we could have a low traffic back to Mavie, meaning that some persons can actually literally go to Ultron and just get on with the staking or liquidity and all of that without now coming to Mavie. So what's Mavie strategy to circumvent if eventually things like that come up?
I mean, if we want to work with a real project and real product, then you know, Mavie cannot have everything. If we want that Mavie will have everything, then we need to make back office coin, central coin, and then we are again a scam. In that way that Mavie will have everything what Ultron have, it's not possible. Because Ultron will work as a blockchain foundation and attract the crypto community. Mavie will attract the network marketing community. So we made, I believe, the best partnership, because it's more important that we have the real foundation and the real projects and work for several years than just to say, oh, we want to have everything for ourselves, and then after 3 years, the company will stop work.
Right, that's great. So what's your last word and template for us, and you know, part word for us, even though we are now coming into the system and we will be seeing more of you, you see more of us. And so what's your last template for us so that as we get started to see the best out of this company.
I mean, based on that there is the last 10 days before the decentralized exchange will be deployed and launched, so the Ultron swap. And for the last 10 days that the price is fixed, my best advice is to fill your pocket as much as it's possible. That's the best advice. Absolutely. And yeah, I mean, I can talk now 1 hour. There are so many facts. There are so many things that it's so easy to close everybody. We are closing the top crypto guys with millions, and they are coming to Ultron. So we can work with the network marketing guys and the crypto people. So it's really easy to work. Because anyway, people nowadays, few of the top leaders are so good educated that they very fast see nowadays if some company is a scam or not. So now, because Ultron is, I believe, 1 out of thousands that's bringing something real on the market, we will take in next 12 months all the top leaders. So now the question is if you will run slow or fast. So I advise you that you run fast, so you take all of these leaders before somebody else will take them, because everybody will go with company like it's Ultron.
Wow, fascinating.
That's it.
Fascinating. Thank you very much for your time, Mr. Innocent. You have something to say? Tommy, Vodnik, I think we're meeting for the first time today. So, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I actually want to say a very big thank you to Mr. Clement, the founder of Mavie, for taking out his time to be on the call tonight. And also to say a very big thank you to the host, also the president of Planbxpress, and also to everyone on this call tonight. Mr. Vodnik, I really appreciate you and your support. My last words is that everybody should just take this opportunity and run with it. We've seen projects, okay, some of them have really burnt our hands. But since I met them in April, early April, everything they promised, they've actually done it. And in fact, this meeting tonight, even gave me a broader view of what these guys have a plan for us. So my parting words is that we should just embrace this opportunity and run with it. Thank you.
Thank you. So
Thank you.
Forward to talk with you soon, guys. So yeah, hope to see you soon in Africa.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and do have a pleasant day.
Thank you. Enjoy. Good night.
All right.
Good night.
Okay, guys, I think at least we've gotten what we want to get, and that's, like I've said, we're all to everyone or to ask questions based on what they want to hear, and of course, it's okay. Let me just cut off here, so that the recording can be made available. Okay, let's just do a little stuff, and so. Yeah, welcome to crypto. We said markets, definitely that whatever thing we like, whatever thing we expect is what we see. And then either you like it or not, market will always be market. And I've been saying this time without number that money will always be made so far the market moves. So what we need in the market is a movement. And so not either is bear or bull. So money must be made, but we have said always try as much as possible to create a pattern for yourself, all right? So that just some talk up here. So create a pattern for yourself and then work on them, discipline yourself as much as possible, and then so that you will not be carried away by situational issues, because that will make people get distracted sometimes, and then missed out of what's supposed to be the advantage. So now, I was sharing last week and with some of us, like what I experienced, what I was seeing in the market, that the market was actually, the market was creating more stuff, and we're still more downtrend. But the point is that if you are trading or you are accumulating your portfolio, it is expedient that you make effort, conscious effort, to partition your activities so that you don't get caught unaware. Some persons create this tension for themselves and having a given mindset, right? Some persons have a given expectation that, okay, this is when I want to buy. When the market gets to a price, that's when I'm going to buy. You perhaps may miss a lot of things. So you have to just make effort to have a range so that when the market give you a range, you're able to buy in. And so like people who are like relatively new, I was telling them, was in the office yesterday, we're having some say, should I buy? I say, if I were you, you do not know much about Bitcoin or crypto now, I would advise you to hold on a while to see more kind pullback before you get in as much as possible. So, but the point is this, we have a lot of us who come into crypto and we're not ready to give what is expected, pay up attention, be disciplined, and work on yourself as much as possible. I've been saying the time without number that this is a season for more training, more education, more, developing strategy, and so that you can now, you have made mistake, maybe you've not been affected by any bear market once, you are relatively new, you have not experienced any bear market. So if some, even when you have experienced bear market, you have not still permutate your strategy that will work for you. And of course, it can beat you more and more. And so if you have been beaten like that, all you need to do is to just say, okay, pretend as if you've not been in crypto, you're just starting up. And of course, those of us on our forum have said, market was expected to do this, to do that, and all of that. I've been bearish is for a long time. And so you have to just find a way to, if you must do anything in the market, I remember telling us this sometime. I said, if you must do anything in the market, you must find a way to do either scalping or do, short or long trade, right? Yeah, you can scalp around that if you want to, right? You can scalp around that if you want to, because you can just literally help yourself to check some. Okay, I was here. You can just help yourself to check around, and maybe you can long or short. Okay, you can long or short, but you have to be calculative and know what you're doing. If you don't have that energy, stay aside. Don't give yourself unnecessary headache. I think I was doing this training. Okay, I did a Zoom on this. I expected people say, go for paid training for effective guidance and mentorship. Good phones and laptops. That's people who are just very new to crypto, who have not started crypto at all. Right? You start with at least phones and all of that. Then get free trading view. Is free. You can install it on your phone. You can install it on your system. Just is free. You can check basic stuff, exchange platform, wallet. Then be on forum, either free or paid. But don't join pump and dump forum. That it has done more harm than good for a lot of people. They have been there on, pump and dump forum, and it has dealt with them seriously. And now, so build up, if you want to build up career, so you have to learn more. I was just giving some of those links for people to, get started of stuff in crypto. So the basic announcement I will have again is that by next week, upper week, that's after this week, Monday, next Monday, that's on the 13th. Those people who are in Port Harcourt and people who have subscribed for our academy, we have intention of doing like this. We have basic and intermediate, okay? Yeah, basic and intermediate. This ordinarily it's $150. Yeah, and why this is $300. Now, what we want to do is that we're going to hybrid the training. So if you are paid for those training, it's a privilege for you. We want to hybrid it, basic and intermediate. So it's going to be $450. Okay, so but what we are giving to everyone, of course, some people participated on the 50% slash, lucky you. So what we're doing now is that the two combined will give them for $300, and this is how it goes. Now the training is going to be 3 weeks intensive physical training, and people who are not in Port Harcourt can connect online. Okay, right? So and of course, so then what we now intend to do is that after that concentrated intensive training, so it's going to be hybrid for 3 weeks, is a combination of basic and intermediate. And then we're going to have morning section, all right? Morning section is 10 a.m. in our office in Port Harcourt, and then afternoon section, all right? Afternoon section, something like that. It's going to be 2 p.m. So, but please, those of you who have paid, we're going to send you a message to indicate which of the section are you attending, so you can't mix it. If you're attending for money, you have to be on money. If you're going to be in the afternoon, you have to be on the afternoon, because we know it's a weekday, Monday to Friday in the week, Monday to Friday in the week, Monday to Friday in the week. So that means it's going to end on the 1st of July. And then the training. So please, you're coming, come with your system. If you do not have system, at least come with your Android phone and make sure it's internet enabled. It's not, we're not going to speak grammar, it's about training. And what now again we want to do is that we're going to have a mini signal group, all right? So everyone who participated in the training, so we're going to give you privilege of like, well, a kind of 6-month follow-up, 6-month follow-up, okay, and free signal, okay. That's mini signal, so don't expect to, all right, 6-month follow-up or mini signal. So you learn, then basically it's just, because bear market is the best time to learn and not the bull run. Even an entity can trade in bull run and make money. That's the truth. So bear market, you learn basic and you're able to work with functions of what you've learned, be sure what you are doing per time so you don't gamble, right? And so that's what we intend to do. So those of you who have got enrolled, and then so it's going to get started. So please, we don't entertain indiscipline. So because when you come and you are not focused, you're not concentrated, we may have to refund your money you go away from because what is worth doing is worth doing well, and so that's what we entertain. So now the market expect anything, but I have told you guys, certainly we will still go down. Okay. What's this guy? Okay, here. Sorry, I need to change this. Oh my goodness. So just work on yourself, get the best for yourself, work on this best strategy. I've met a lot of friends, and they seem to undermine what's happening in the market. But either we like it or not, the market will always be the market as it were. So I'm not doing any technical analysis, so just understand. So what I said additionally was that any market you get in, take the profit back to stable coin. You can't be too certain of the market that this the total out. Of course, we have been drained too much within this range. It looks like as if we are finally, what's this? Was okay. Okay. So you may be tempted to say, okay, we are bottomed out, as it were, but not too certain. Not too certain. So ordinarily, you look at it that we're elongated here, and then we return, elongated here, then we return. We're elongated here, then we return. So it's like we're elongating now again, maybe about to return. But please don't get deceived. It could just create something, a kind of aborted move, and then return back again. Though you can see the fear and greed index is extreme. There's extreme fear already in the market, so you can, oh wow, and we are still longer. And ordinarily, once you stay longer in the range of the extreme index, fear index for maybe more days, weeks, and all of that, you perhaps could say, okay, that you are preparing to make a return, as it were. But let's be careful, okay? And that's why I really recommend for people, I use both a lot, so it can, anything I allocate to my boat to be cost averaging, I wouldn't go there, so it can be accumulating. But anyone I'm buying now, so I will not hold it. I will sell and buy back, if I have the time. Then the one you stake, don't just look at it, forget about it, whatever wants to happen, let it happen. And then eventually when the market bounce back. So let's be careful to some coins that are not experienced a bear market. Let's know how we expose ourselves to them so much. Okay, I think I need to stop tonight at this point, so that everybody, you go back to go and do the needful for yourself. It's going to be a very nice. But for me, I checked, I saw a crazy drop. What do we call it? A kind of dead cross, 4 days that it usually don't happen like that. So 4 days dead cross. So from history, when we check, we discover that after the dead cross, we have another about 40. It's usually from 39.40 to 43 days long bottom out for long. And when I checked my plotting, I discovered that we are within that event is like to take place around August. So that means the market may still be dragging the CP and you by mid-end of this month to next month, July, and then August again, and take all of us unaware. And then we have that fast and bottom there, then over time. So, but the most important thing is that if you buy Bitcoin, if you buy Ethereum, if you buy some other coins, and eventually did not work out for you to take profit, you just leave it. And over time, you will make your profit. So once any coin you buy and it's a good coin, and you expected to sell and you didn't sell, and it come down, you say, okay, let me sell. Since they say Bitcoin is going to $10,000, let me sell at 29 so that I buy back at 10,000. Don't do that. If you do that, you may get yourself blamed, because market can do anything. So I tell somebody, you didn't sell Bitcoin at 40, 47, 50,000, 53, 60,000. It's now 29,000. You want to sell it. It doesn't even make sense. Though you may say that was a snappy one, a fast one, if you do, and you're able to buy 10,000, that's quite risky. That means you're just gambling, because right now is a buyer's market, not seller's market. Okay? So guys, thank you very much. I'm sure we're good. And so do have a nice time. Enjoy yourself.